Hey, what's up there, YouTube? Section 333 here. Doing the Friday smoke. Smoking a little Trout stream in my Dagner corncob poker. And searching for my lighter in my pocket because my tobacco went out. This is going to be a short one today. People were asking about the similarities between the Kiribi lighter and the Peterson lighter that I have. Now I do not own an I Am Corona Old Boy. The Peterson I have is similar to the I Am Corona, as is this. Very similar lighters. And I have two of the Kiribis, actually. Actually three, because I have two of this particular model. And then I have one that is a satin steel or metal model. The honest to goodness truth is the satin metal model has gone through the wash, and I probably need to take it to someone and get it repaired because it does not work at all. Even changing the flint did not help, things like that. I cleaned off a lot of the carbon scoring. The wheel actually just doesn't turn as well as it used to. When you go to strike the flint, it has a very tough time turning. So, and I even use Kiribi flints for it, thinking that maybe the I Am Corona flints were no good. So I ordered Kiribi flints. Didn't make a difference. I do believe that the Peterson and the Kiribi are of the same quality. I don't know that if they're made in the same factory or not. Pardon me. But I suspect that they are. It's funny because every now and then I smoke around my wife, and she doesn't seem to mind the aromatics so much. She says that some of them smell quite good. This is one she actually said once I could smoke in the house. She had a couple glasses of wine when she said that, though, so I'm not going to hold her to that. What do they say? The rules of the relationship are rule 1, the woman makes the rules. Rule 2, see rule 1. That's all right, though. That's all right. Still had some very nice weather. I mean, it's fall. I mean, the pool's not closed yet because we had it installed so late. It wasn't open till the second week of August, so I had to have a cover made for it. So the cover's made, and they're gonna close the pool on Monday. But tomorrow is let's see. We have a 70-degree day coming on Saturday, and there is an 80-degree day coming on Sunday. So we might actually use the pool a couple more times. We'll see. I mean, the water is 85 degrees, so you could certainly use it if you so chose to. But the quality of this lighter and the Peterson lighter are almost identical, though. They're both very good lighters. They hold a lot of fuel. Pardon me. Had a little interruption. The little one wanted to come up. The wife wanted to have some words. She's going to do the manicure, pedicure thing. And then I'm going to go pick my own mom up for the weekend. We keep her for the weekend. The dog is actually really enjoying the backyard quite a bit, considering there's no grass in it anymore. But it's all taken up by the pool. She likes stalking up in the rock garden area and around the trees and stuff. And she lays in wait now for the chipmunks and the squirrels, which she's never caught one, because they can hear it coming from the dog tags on her collar. But so like I said, the quality of this lighter is actually top notch. Holds a ton of fuel, as does the Peterson. They're probably my two most reliable lighters. They hold so much fuel compared to the ones that, like, you get the lighters that have like the tamper and the pick and the reamer on it. Not the reamer, but the tamper, the pick, and a little scoop on it. All those tools take up space. So when you have those tools, they'll take up space on those, and that's less fuel you can put in the lighter. You know, I do have, I've accumulated a lot of lighters over the years too, I guess. Particularly I have 3 Zippos, all with clovers on them of some sort. And I have different inserts for each one of those. Pardon me one moment. Sorry, a second interruption. That'll teach me to make videos when the wife is still home. So, these lighters are, they're high quality. You don't need to buy an I Am Corona Old Boy unless you're so inclined to. I mean, you could spend up to $500 on one of those. I'm sure they're lovely and work extremely well. Anybody have any experience with them, please put that into the comments here. Recently I've got a bunch of new subscribers, and I really want to say thank you so much to all the new subscribers. And I had, no idea that people, like I said, I'm still surprised people actually are checking these out. I think for the wind, when there's wind, I find the Zippos with the Thunderbird inserts and regular Zippos with, just regular lighter fluid, I find they work the best. Looking for the dog. Sometimes she hides in these bushes here, you can't see her. I'm looking at the side of the house to be ready to paint again next year. We painted last year. So every 2 years we tend to paint. Anybody else find that you never really own a home, that it kind of owns you more than anything else? Like you're doing things for it, you work for it. Yeah. Anybody else get that? I always feel like we're doing something for the house. I probably would have quit my job years ago if I didn't have a house. did have a death in the family this week. My aunt, my father's sister, passed away. She was 90. See, my dad would be 88. She would have been 90, or 91, actually. 91 she would be. And she passed away on the 8th. So, 5 days ago. She's out in California, in San Jose. So I'm probably gonna, if I could get the time off from work, I will certainly travel to California on Sunday and see her and wish her off. She's actually the last of my father's family. I mean, his siblings all had children, but his immediate family of him, his two brothers, and his sister have all passed away. So, kind of the respectful thing to do would be to send her off appropriately. So, I might be making a trip out there. And so not to be too morose. So I changed the view up a little bit. Before, I've been doing the last few videos at the outdoor table. So now I'm doing this one from the, there's a little perch, a little rock garden up here, as you see, in the yard. That's the pool, and I'm sitting up here, a little stairway up here, rather, and I'm sitting up here today. Figured I'd change it around. It's actually odd. Everyone in my father's family passed away in October, including his father, and my father too. Actually, today is the 31st anniversary of my father's death. And so, you know, it's not a, but also my wedding anniversary was Wednesday. So, you know, this is Friday and my wedding anniversary was on Wednesday. Yeah, and my wife's father passed away like the week before, you know. Something about the fall. Surprisingly though, it is one of my favorite times of year. I love the way the leaves change colors. I love the temperature of the air is just right. The breeze is just perfect. Oktoberfest. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's a wonderful time of year, you know. I feel like all my favorite clothes are fall and winter clothing. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, like I said, I still love this time of year. And I actually got married outdoors this time of year, all those many years ago. And it was beautiful out. It was a beautiful fall day. It felt like a spring day. I got married by the water. It wasn't even cold. I don't think anybody even had a jacket on. It was still warm out. My wife and I almost didn't take our honeymoon until about 2 years ago when we went away for somebody else's wedding in May. Of this year. Not May of this year, 2 years ago. We went away in May, towards the end of May, around Memorial Day, beginning of June. We went to a wedding in Texas, which is a great state. Please make sure you visit it. So we went to Dallas for the wedding, and then we drove to Waco because she's into the Magnolia Farms, and then we went from Waco, we drove to Austin. We met the painter Eric Waugh, who, if you don't know Eric Waugh, he did the largest portrait of John Lennon in Central Park for the Imagine, for the Strawberry Field thing, for the anniversary of Strawberry Fields. Done a lot of stuff at the Grammys. I had no idea who he was, and we bought one of his paintings at a hotel called the Driscoll while he was in the bar painting. He had just painted this thing, and he was listening to this blues band, and so he painted this picture of all these different colors made out of instruments and things like that, a guy riding a horse, and it was really quite vibrant, and my wife really liked it, and he gave us an incredible deal on the thing, so he said, yeah, let's go for it, and then he's like, oh, you're paying cash? He says, I'll knock another $100 off. It's the first time I handed somebody that much money and didn't get anything back, and it was purely on trust that he was going to mail this thing back to us. And then I got back to the hotel and into our room at the Driscoll, and I said to my wife, I said, what the heck was I thinking? And she's like, I've never known you to do anything like that before. And I said, we're young, we're in love, it's our honeymoon. But yeah, it was kind of like a honeymoon for us, It's and I always say, I figured out after meeting my wife and knowing my wife for so long, I figured out what the whole better half thing is. The person's not your better half. The person brings out your better half, is what it is. And I think that's kind of how you know when it's the right one, and that's what I tell my girls too. They make good choices. So these are good choices, and they were raised well. Their mom did an incredible job. She really did. They are her world. They really are. As when you have children, they should become your world, I feel. I really think they should, and they are mine. But if you're interested in lighters, I'm gonna do a full thing. I'll do a side-by-side comparison between the Peterson and the Kiribi. I'll break out all the Zippos with the Thunderbird inserts in them, and I prefer the Thunderbird insert. There are some people who don't like the Thunderbird insert, and I get it. I totally get it, because I've had some Thunderbird inserts where I was like, this is the worst. So it just depends on. I've had to send back Thunderbird inserts, but fortunately they have a very nice guarantee on this. Crazy question. I brought up spirits and tobaccos. I'd like to bring up pipes, lighters, and occasions. Do you have pipes that you smoke every day? And let's say you're going someplace to an event or something, I believe when I was in Dallas, I brought a couple of my Savinellis, and when some of the men, we went to a cigar club the night before the wedding for the guy's bachelor party. I I broke out the pipe, and of course everybody they're mystified by the pipe smoker. It's not smoking the cigars. And they're all coming and they're like, wow, these are beautiful pipes. And you know, I had the Savinellis with me. You know, they're beautiful pipes. They make very nice looking pipes. So I had a few Savinellis, and I don't think I had my Winslow with me, but I think I had the Sistina, the Marin Glass, and they were all 320s. And I had the Porter Servo Rustic with me. So I had all three of those, and everybody thought that they were a big deal for pipes. And so I want to know, does anyone else have that, where you would bring certain pipes to, that you would smoke, like I said, every day versus, oh, I'm going to a nice event, I gotta have a nice looking pipe if I go off the side. And I wouldn't bring the Zippo. I brought, of course, one of the things I like about this was it had a very nice form factor and a very polished look. And it had a very nice, I like the metal, the way that they put the ribs in the metal, very nice. I believe Peterson makes a very similar lighter too. And I'll see if I can find out if Peterson makes their lighters as well, in that same vein. You know, if they're made in the same factory. Yeah, I found that a lot of batteries that you purchase are all made in the same factory someplace. So I'm wondering if, this seems to me like the ideal thing you would do that with. And Peterson just puts their stamp on it, does a quality check, and throws, hey, yep, you can put the Peterson name on there. Um, I'm wondering if Kiribi even makes them for Peterson, because there are many similarities to this, but there's only so many variations that you're going to be able to do of this style of lighter too. Yeah, there's only so many variations you can go with. But all right, tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you once again. And I hope you have a blessed weekend and a enjoyable and safe weekend. And you know, and I hope you have a good one. All right, thank you so much. This is Section 333 signing out, and still smoking my corn cob with the Trout stream in it. One of the few aromatics I enjoy. And still smoking it in my Dagner poker. All right, you be good.